works. The Ogoja water treatment works where we are. We have 2 treatment plants here. The old treatment plant is just behind you, madam. It's a slow sand filtration system constructed and commissioned by the late Colonel Ogoja just before the war. It's still operational. And just the imposing structures here is a new treatment plant. That one came up 1983 and completed in 91, commissioned by President Ibrahim Babangida. So we have these 2 imposing structures. Recently, just last year, the state government released 1.5 billion naira to rehabilitate these 2 structures alongside. When you were coming down from the ranch, I'm sure you saw some paintings like this. That is the Obudu water supply project. It was rehabilitated under that 1.5 billion. Inside the itinerary, there is also Itigidi I saw there that we were supposed to visit. As you get to Itigidi, you'll see exactly what you are seeing here. So that cost of 1.5 billion is covered up to the Itigidi works in terms of rehabilitation, funded by Cross River State Government. This structure, the water treatment plant you have here, has a total combined capacity of 3,900 cubic meters production per day. That you can translate to 3.9 million liters per day capacity, and is serving a population of 116 persons across 3 local government areas. 116,000 persons across 3 local government areas. Ogoja, where you are, the health center we visited yesterday, part of that area, that Bekwara, is also served from here. Then down Yala, we have Okuku, where we have the largest native market in Cross River. We are also serving that community from here. So that is the system we have here. I don't know whether you want to go around to see the structures. What you have here, as we go to Ikom in the itinerary, we have a water treatment plant also funded by the Cross River State Government. It's ongoing. 5.4 billion naira. As we go to Ikom, we'll enter the site and you'll see. Itigiri I mentioned. After this rehabilitation, there is a new treatment works going on there under that 5.4. It's a Cross River State Government funded project. There is a World Bank and Friend Development Agency co-funded project, water project in the state. That project, the Friend Development Agency has gone through the National Assembly, and the Minister of Finance, Madam, has signed that agreement with the Friend Development Agency. That is $43.9 million. It's covering 2 schemes. One at Yala that I mentioned, and another one somewhere in Ogoja, Shabisi, other projects in Ogoja, but not the one. Then there is $100 million the state is also acquiring from the World Bank for other projects where we are standing. If the structure you are seeing here, there are some EU metals joined to that wall. We call them expansion joints. There's a big project bigger than what is there. 2.5 times what we have already coming up there, and we believe it will be commissioned before the end of 2015 or June 2015. We have them scattered all over. Just as we are doing this for the urban, you came through. Incidentally, there is a federal government project within office, a very nice dam. It's under rehabilitation right now. Federal government rehabilitation program. Inside that dam, there is a World Bank project, water project, which we signed in the State Executive Council about 3 weeks ago. The contractors have been appointed. consultants appointed, and they'll mobilize to site in the next 4 weeks. So government is doing so much in the area of urban and semi-urban. Just as I'm mentioning all this, there are other semi-urban projects that even if you want to spend 1 week in Cross River to visit the water schemes, you will not be able to go through all, because the state has taken the lead in the area of water sector. That we know they know all over the country. We've done so much to be able to achieve the MDG come 2050. So much is being done, both urban and rural. What we established are regional schemes. So the scheme you see here, that is why I say it's covering 3 local governments. It's covering over 20-kilometer radius. And we drop them like that in different areas. To be able to, as called public stand posts in other states. We converted them to kiosks in Cross River State. And we lease these kiosks to people who come to hire from us and then sell water from there to those Meruas you see. Yes. In Ogoja, or generally, where we have water, Cross River State generates up to average of 35 to 40 million naira a month in terms of from water rates. And we are the first state in this country to enter into public-private partnership. We just took that bold step. The generator you see running, it runs. NEPA for us in Cross River State in the water board is a standby facility. We use generator to be able to supply 24/7. And the flux you saw, if we don't treat our water, we don't send water to the public.
Any other question?
My observation is that, well, my question straight on is to the person that is representing local government, either the chairman local government or something. Is he here with us? Because, okay, I have, okay, quickly, because we are looking at before this initiative, you know, getting some of these things to be functional again. What is the situation? Because when we were coming, we saw a lot of these people with jerry cans, and yeah, I said, which has been answered? No. Well, sorry. But I'm saying that before this initiative and now, what would be the difference? What would they say now is the situation? Is it a lot better, or they are still trying to experience it? It's not probably not being felt yet. Thank you, sir.
Incidentally, the structures you are seeing was constructed under me. I served in this station as a zonal manager for 6 years. Now I'm still the managing director of Water Board. I'm combining with that office of the commissioner. I served here for 6 years. The project you see, this is what I use in registering my exams as an engineer, a professional engineer. So everything, the difference you're talking about, you still get it from me. Before now, I told you this system was commissioned in 1964. The population at the time was to serve 6,000 persons. But I'm telling you, we are serving 116,000 now. So there was no way you could use a system of 6,000 to serve a teeming population of 116. That is what called for the expansion you are seeing. So the supply became so epileptic until we had need to see these structures that came up. I hope that answers your question.
My question is for the Permanent Secretary representing the Minister of Information. Madam, so far we have seen the airstrip at Baby. We have also seen some township roads, the urban roads in Obudu, as well as the Betukwe up to Okoshi Road. And here we are at the water treatment plant. We'd like to have an assessment so far of the projects we've seen. Thank you.
Government structures is making some bold steps to deliver on the dividends of democracy. With respect to the airstrip, our desire is that it becomes functional before the end of the year. With respect to the roads, so much has been done to link the various communities to access road. particularly the agro communities. They are then able to get their products to the city centers and probably to other locations. With respect to the water treatment plant that we are seeing right now, I see that some major improvements have been made, but that it would be better if a little more can be done. The Honorable Commissioner did mention that those who are not metered cannot enjoy water. I think you should provide some other means of an interim measure to let those who don't have the means to be latched on to the meters to have access to your treated water. And in the course of that, you get them on to be metered. Water means life to everybody. And to say if you are not metered, then you will not have access to this may also run counter to your health policies of making sure that everybody is healthy at the local government level. So it's important that you also address that concern. Those interim measures that you can let people have access to water. Otherwise, with respect to the sites that we have visited, the roads, the health facilities, the airstrip, and the like, particularly the Obudu Ranch, I'm quite impressed. The Cross River State has made some tremendous strides in improving on good governance here. The important thing is that it has not concentrated all that activity to the city center, but that it has taken it down to the local government areas.
If I may add, I tried to explain the mirror, as you are seeing, is still our water. And I made mention of kiosk. The kiosk are what we used to call public stamp posts, like I explained. We build them in form of a small house, and then we put prepayment meter inside. We lease the kiosk to somebody who can come and operate it, and on a commercial basis. People, they may roll, they come with your 15-liter bucket, we peg the rate. Here we charge 120 naira per cubic per liter of water, cubic meter of water, just 120. And that is 5 drums of water, cost 120 naira in your house, potable water. So for those kiosks, so that those who are leasing from us can break even, they need to hire somebody to come and stay there and sell to the mirrors for those who cannot connect to their homes. And the 15-liter bucket is 2 naira 50 kobo. It's as cheap as that. Even when I say we are pumping with just diesel, not NEPA is a standby for us, or PSCM. So we have made adequate provision for them until they are able to afford a connection to our mains.
This is Genevieve Koshi, representing the National Council of Women Society. The Honorable Commissioner, Minister of Water Resources, have said a lot. And I want to say that I'm still not comfortable with the way the downtrodden, I mean the less privileged, those who cannot afford to 250 naira, cannot have the 2 naira 50 kobo, cannot get the basic requirements. I want to say that a lot needs to be done to improve the lots of the citizens of the Cross River State, so that the downtrodden will be part of the system. Thank you, sir.
They are very much in the system, madam. I think this is the only state that cross subsidizes water rate. This is the only state in this country. This is the only state. And I'm still emphasizing that we have taken the lead in the water sector. So many states come to Calabar, the head office, spend 1 week with all their top management, just to see what we are doing to get to where we are. The World Bank sent Ghana National Water Company to Nigeria, to Calabar, and they spend their management, spend 7 days with us to go through our procedures in getting to where we are. So we've taken adequate care of the downtrodden. 2 naira 50 kobo is 15-liter bucket of water. Is this still too much? The one they buy from Merua, which is taken from ponds, They pay about 10 naira for that same quantity.
Sorry, I need to add that the downtrodden that we're talking about, I want to believe that 90% of them will be in the rural areas. We're talking about semi-urban and urban areas. We have Rural Water Supply Agency providing boreholes free of charge across the community. We're not asking the people in the villages to pay 1 naira for a drop of water. When you provide boreholes for those communities, they form water committees to manage the boreholes, and you take responsibility and ownership for those boreholes. The way you operate them is left to the management committee, which is made up of indigenes of that community or people who directly benefit from the boreholes. So the boreholes are there free of charge. We don't charge 1 naira for water that comes from that source. Thank you.